Alrighty. Today I'm going to talk about... That don't seem right. Okay, today I'm going to be showing off my VCD collection. I'd be pretty surprised if you've ever heard of a VCD, unless you live in an area of the world in which they were readily available. VCD stands for Video Compact Disc, and they're exactly what the name implies. CDs with highly compressed videos on them. They were developed in 1993 by Sony, Philips, JVC, and Matsushita, also referred to as the White Book standard. They're an interesting piece of media history, and are still used in some developing countries to this day. They should not be confused with their irritatingly similarly named predecessor, the CDV, or CD video format, which could only hold 5 minutes of video and was therefore restricted to mostly music videos. Basically, VCDs were a stepping stone from VHS to DVD. A stepping stone that most of the world skipped, but a stepping stone nonetheless. The format failed to take off for a number of reasons. The biggest probably being that VHS was more widespread and was cheaper. Also, you could write over a VHS, whereas you couldn't do that on a CD at the time. Another big factor to consider was size. A VHS could hold about 3 hours of footage, where a VCD could only hold an hour and 15 minutes or so. This means that feature-length movies usually come on 2 VCDs and need to be changed roughly halfway through viewing. Size may have been an issue, but quality wasn't. The quality of a VCD is comparable to VHS, with MPEG-1 Part 2 video. However, with a digital format comes digital problems. While VHS certainly has its own issues with warping and the like, VCDs have a unique digital artifacting. In my own personal experience, the audio often gets off track, and green blocks can be seen covering small chunks of the frame. This makes viewing a movie unreasonably agitating. This may be the result of errors in the encoding process on the VCDs that I have, though I doubt it, as the VCDs that I have appear to be official releases and not simply homemade copies. I've heard these artifacts can come from lower quality knockoff VCD cards, like the one I have, which is the more believable option to me. So, if VCDs never caught on in my country, how do I have one? Simple. eBay. Well, maybe not that simple. See, as a retro game collector, I try to get the best or most accurate quality that I can from my systems, or as best I can afford. So, with the Sega Saturn being one of my favorites in my collection, it didn't take me long to find out about the VCD expansion cards made for the system. Realistically, they serve no purpose in a North American console, but do improve cutscene quality in very limited games imported from Japan, as well as play VCDs. With an action replay, it's simple and easy to change your console's region, allowing you to access these features. As most Saturn collectors quickly find, imports are the only way to play some games for the system, either due to not being released outside of Japan, or not selling well, and being ludicrously priced nowadays and hard to find. So, even though it only works with about 16 games, it's kinda superfluous. I had to have it. The listing had the card and 6 VCDs included, and so I present my VCD collection. Such classics as Alien vs. Predator 2, Requiem, Pathfinder, The Legend of the Ghost Warrior, Final Destination 3, and Pandorum, as well as Drag Me to Hell and Trick or Treat, which are both movies that I love. Pretty much sold me on it. Though, I do do have a soft spot for Final Destination, and I can't quite place Pandorum. But these other two? Well, just forget these other two, because I certainly do. Trick or Treat has a cheaper looking case, but the disc seems to be legitimate, so I'm guessing this is just a cost-cutting thing or a repack. They all come in standard style CD cases with some differing methods of storing the two discs and orientation, which totally isn't fucking annoying. But here's the catch you may have picked up on if you were paying attention earlier. I don't have an officially licensed VCD card in my Saturn. I have an obscenely resemblant one. I mean, yeah, with a second look, it's pretty obvious it's a bootleg, with it saying movie card incorrectly on it. But hell, I was a bit inebriated, and it was my second eBay purchase ever. Also, the movies alone kind of sold me on it. Speaking of which, you may have noticed these are all American movies. Now, VCDs don't have a menu, or chapters, or language options. So, luckily for me, these movies weren't dubbed. Rather, they're all in English, but they have subtitles imposed over the bottom of the screen that can't be removed as they were hard-coded during the burning process. One more comparison to leave you on is this. HD resolution is over 2 million pixels, and VCD is under 85,000 pixels. So it's pretty shoddy quality even before any errors. So that's my VCD collection. A neat little piece of history. Though they were quickly phased out by DVDs, they still remained a popular alternative in Southeast Asia for years. I'd like to have a nice official VCD card and see if I still get the artifacts. Specifically, I'm looking for the RGVC2. It would be nice to get consistent quality and a more enjoyable viewing experience. I mean, hell, sometimes it's just nice to put a VCD in the Sega Saturn and boot her up. Stupid as it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope these things entertain you as much as they do me. Stay tuned for more stuff coming up. I stream once a week now, and I upload when I can. You know the deal. Like, subscribe, all that junk. It does help a hell of a lot. Have a great day, everyone.